Ocean Man.
You don't look at the timer.
Because I could barely see it. And if I look at the timer, you see how...
Turn the screen.
No, I'm good.
I'll just go.
I check the timer when I'm not talking, but when I am talking, I can't check it because I move away from the microphone.
How much sponsorship do we need to get to put a timer up? Someone sponsor us, please.
Enough to pay our rent and then get a timer.
Yeah, that's a long shot. Hey, everyone.
Hey, guys, welcome back.
I hope you guys had a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving.
The wonderfulest.
I know this year's is a little difficult with, everything going on, but regardless, I hope you spend it with people you care about and your dogs.
Yes,
But
definitely the dogs.
But not your cats.
Wow, dude.
Just kidding. Well, I mean, I think most cats are outdoor cats, so they're probably not even at home for Thanksgiving.
Sure. I'm not really a cat person. I have my cat who's like, I don't even know, like 13 years old. She has like no bottom teeth.
But also, like, every time we're playing video games, she's always with you. So, you're probably a cat person.
I mean, I have a cat, and I've had that cat, like I said, for 13 years or however old she is.
You know what's funny? I didn't know you had a cat until we started playing video games this year.
Yeah, well, it's been at my parents' house, and then once I moved back into there, it's just been hanging out with me. It's like, hey, what's up? Forgot you existed, bro.
I missed you, bro.
And she doesn't go downstairs because of the dogs anymore, so if you're upstairs, she's like, ooh, people. I'm going to be around people.
That's fair.
And my daughter just has her room shut in her room with her door shut all the time because she's a teenager.
Is this going to be one of those episodes where you squeak all the time?
Yeah, probably, man.
Nice.
My voice has just been dead lately.
I'm telling you, he's hitting puberty, you guys. So next time you hear this, or maybe like in a few episodes, he's going to be sounding like this.
I'll be all down here like this talking. I don't know why I sounded like Billy Bob a little bit.
Thornton?
Yeah, when he was Sling Blade.
Buh.
No. Buh.
How was your week, Chris?
Not too bad, man. Not too bad. Didn't really do too much. I've been practicing my bass.
Oh, yeah, because we
That's about
canceled
it.
your show, huh?
Yeah, you canceled my show.
So just real quick, I said this a lot, especially just because it's been a really bad part. But if there's any local businesses out there that you want to support, please make sure you do so. They're going through a lot right now, especially like places that serve food, that serve drinks.
Yeah, a lot of those hours are getting cut. There's no more dine-in and stuff.
So however you can help, whether it be getting a gift card, whether it be buying some of their product, just make sure you guys help them out, just because we want them to be here when this is all over. So,
Definitely.
Yeah. So make sure you guys do that for me, or for all of us.
Not just for us, but for the entire population of the United States. We definitely need to help everyone out, especially right now.
I think there's definitely like an absence of sense of community recently, just because I think of the division that's been around because of the election and because of COVID.
Yep.
I kind of want to bring that back. I want to bring that back. I think it's definitely important for communities to get together and set aside their differences, because at the end of the day, we still enjoy the same things that everyone else does.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Like this podcast.
I really hope so. Cool. Well, hey, let's get started with this. Thank you guys again for listening.
Who wants to go first? You want to?
I'll go first.
You go first? All right.
Round one.
All right, here's the first subject. Oh, no. This subject's going to be Chris talking the whole time. Basses.
Oh, yes.
I'm
I
so
actually think that's basses, as in the fish.
Basses. Oh, we're talking about fish?
No, we're talking about basses. Of course,
Okay.
we're talking about basses.
All right, well, let's start that timer, man. Basses. All right, so I'll get this started. What made you want to start bass?
Honestly, my first kind of experience with any form of guitar was like a little, like 3/4 size guitar that my dad got me when I was 7. So I played that acoustic guitar for maybe 3-ish years, and then I just kind of gave up on it because I didn't like it. And then when I was like 13 or 14, my dad was like, hey, do you want to pick up the guitar again? I'm like, yes, but can I do the ones with the 4 strings? And then him and my mom bought me a bass for Christmas or something like that.
So not to get off topic, because it's still in the same topic, but you said you had a guitar that had, like a small guitar that had 6 strings or 4?
Yeah, it was like a small nylon classical guitar.
So I didn't know this, which is kind of crazy. We literally had the same type of like entrance to guitar and music.
Yeah, I
awesome.
think my daughter still has it, but I don't know.
My parents gave it to my family in Mexico, and then next time I was there, it was like so messed up, and I was so sad.
Yeah, this guitar is, has never changed the strings on it. Because I was like 10. I don't know how to change nylon strings.
I just hate it because like when it came down to like instruments, I like taking care of my stuff, and like I don't like all my guitars. I try to keep as much as I can because I love them, and it's like I would never break like or smash a guitar because
Yeah, that one sounds like shit though. You could probably smash that.
no, I can't.
What is that? What is the Takamine that sounds like shit?
Jasmine.
Yeah, the Jasmine. That's what it is.
Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to get off topic. So yeah, so then you just started playing bass, and did you enjoy the fact that it was just more like lead or?
So I guess basically my dad went to college for classical guitar playing. So he's been playing guitar, oh man, I don't even know, for like 40 years or something like that. Nice. And my mom in high school was the drum set player for all their pep bands. So my dad's a guitar player, my mom's a drum player. And neither of my older brothers played an instrument outside of like trumpet in high school or something.
You were the last hope.
Yeah. And I was just like, well, I guess I'll just get a bass, like whatever. So then I picked up bass and pretty much didn't look back at it at all.
So at what age did you realize that bass was not going to get you the chicks?
From the very beginning, man. If you just go out on the street and ask, like, you have to be like a super fan of the band to know the bass player.
Yeah.
But it's like, hey, have you heard of like this band? Name the bass player. And they're like, I don't know.
I will say this. Bass is the most underappreciated instrument in popular music and in any music for that matter. I think there's a lot to be said about it being unappreciated because during like the early times of like the evolution of music turning into like rock and roll and all this stuff, there was no amplification. So you would have like a stand-up bass that would kind of give that to you, but it wouldn't be loud enough.
Right. Yeah, they were really bad at recording bass frequencies just in general.
For sure. Yeah. And so it sucks because I mean like anything you like that's funky, anything that's upbeat is going to be because of the bass line on the drums. And the drums, I get, like you can show more emotion to that and get into it, but a bass line literally carries a lot of the songs, especially the songs that I enjoy. So
yeah, man, the bass is the bridge between the rhythm and melody.
Like I'll say this, like I think you're way more talented musically than I am, and I hate the fact that you don't get as much spotlight as I do.
I mean, I'm cool with not having spotlight.
I mean, that's fair. I guess it's up to the person. And maybe that's why you're a bass player.
Yeah, I think that's probably my personality has a little bit to do with that because like I can play lead bass if I want to. Like in my old band, we did a cover of Voodoo Child.
Yeah,
and I just played the entire lead on my bass, which is not necessarily difficult, but it's definitely different, It's like I can play guitar riffs if I want to, but I prefer bass because it sounds better.
Who are bass players you think people can be like, oh yeah, that person? Besides Chris Monachon.
Yeah. I mean, Red Hot, everybody knows the bass player for Red Hot Chili Peppers, Flea.
Yeah.
But definitely bass players that like low key sit under everyone's radar. The bass player for The Who, John Eathwhistle, probably one of the most influential bass players of all time, especially if you look at bass players playing lead in rock music.
Yeah.
Because, I can't even remember the guitar player for The Who because that's how not important it is.
Who?
Yeah. But it was kind of like a weird setup. Like the bass player played all the lead and the guitar player kind of just played mostly rhythm. And they kind of made that, I don't even know, made it work somehow in the first band to kind of make it work like that. So that was pretty exciting for me personally listening to as an influential teenager picking up the bass for the first time.
What are your thoughts on like Paul McCartney and Sting?
I think Paul McCartney did a lot to revolutionize the instrument, moving it out of, like the dun 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 dun.
I thought you meant just because he played it back or played it the other way.
Oh, it's because he was left-handed. Yeah, but honestly, like on the grand scale of things, like I don't think Paul McCartney is a fantastic bass player.
I don't think he's a bass player either, though. I think it was just like the instrument that he could play because everyone else sucked at everything else.
Well, see, and that's like, it's not even it is a joke, but it's also based in fact, is like most bass players when growing up, in the bass player in like your high school rock band or whatever,
never had one.
Most likely, well, I'm just using an example.
Is like the least talented person?
Is the least good guitar player.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is like guitar. So Paul McCartney actually showed John Lennon how to play guitar. So I literally felt like, well,
I thought it was the other way around.
No, it was Paul McCartney taught him.
I feel like I watched like a fake Beatle movie.
Yeah, I think we're talking Nowhere Boy, I think is what it's called.
Yeah. But
I think it was Paul McCartney was showing him how to play guitar. But yeah, I mean, like, so there is that. And also, it is difficult how difficult is it for like a lead player to actually sing and play like the proper bass line? Because even like playing lead and doing that, like if you look at John Mayer, like when he's playing lead, sometimes he'll stop and just like play like a chord or something and then just continue on.
Honestly, it's all down to practice. I mean, if you look at Geddy Lee, the bass player / singer for Rush, he plays like some foot synth and also like crazy bass lines, and like on his right hand while he's like tapping with the left hand playing like an actual synth, he's playing like 3 instruments at once and singing over it. So really just depends how much you practice with it.
Phil Collins is a drummer, huh?
Yeah, he's a drummer.
I always confuse him and Sting for some stupid reason.
They're both white and bald.
That's probably what it is.
Kinda.
And like popular in the 80s.
Yeah. I definitely like Sting a little better than the Police better than Genesis.
Yes, but I think I like Phil Collins more than I like Sting.
I disagree with that.
Well, that's going in the hat.
Yeah, I guess. I guess it's going in the hat. But I guess that's another bass player that most people know is Sting.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't even know he plays bass, which is weird to me.
All right, we have 20 seconds. Rank Sting, Flea, and Paul McCartney. Go. Worst to best.
Sting, Flea, Paul McCartney in that order. You named some crap ass bass players to
I know,
rank, but I just did.
Thundercat.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's better. I think Thundercat's better
He's
than those
awesome.
other ones. Yeah.
Like if you haven't listened to Thundercat, give him a try. He's awesome.
He also plays 6-string bass, which is my forte. I'm just getting into 6-string bass.
I know. I'm sorry. Yeah. Wow, we actually made it. I'm surprised I actually carried that conversation because I have no idea what to talk about bass because I didn't
even get into my favorite brands, my favorite strings, all the stuff I wanted to talk about.
Thank God, you guys would have clicked out so quick.
I know. Well, you see, my pickups, are.
It's like, wait, what? What?
Yeah.
I would have been like, okay.
Just go into all these technical aspects.
Oh God. Okay, we gotta stop talking about it.
All right.
All right, next subject, Chris.
All right, next one.
Give it to me.
Round 2.
All right, the next subject is alternate universes.
This one's interesting, actually. I think I put that one in the hat.
You probably did.
You say that so negatively.
You put a lot of things in the hat.
So are we talking about like movie alternate universes, or you think like the theory of alternate universes?
I think all is applicable in this conversation.
I wonder if that's a real thing. Like I know like Neil deGrasse Tyson, who's like one of my idols, just because he's so nerdy and so cool at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
He talks about like there's the possibility that we live in an alternate universe.
Well, yeah, but you have to always ask yourself: are we the alternate universe, or the other universe is alternate?
We all are. I think it's whoever's having this podcast right now in the other universe, we're their alternate.
And also,
universe.
like, are we talking about the idea of parallel universes, or if like we have a decision where we like flip a coin on it, one side is like heads, the other side is tails, but it automatically splits the universe into two.
I really wish I was smoking weed for this one. I would definitely be more like insightful in that aspect of it.
Yeah, because it's really like that. Always that theory that if you make a certain choice between like X amount of things, that automatically makes X amount of outcomes. Like if you're like rolling a die or
Like
something.
what ifs?
Yeah, like if you're rolling a die for the answer, it's like, okay, well I rolled a 1 on this one, but in the other universe I rolled 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
So what universe would you want to travel to? Like I want to live in a universe where the new Jurassic franchise doesn't suck.
I don't know. It's a good question. There's so many possibilities. Like,
because it's infinite. That's the whole idea behind it. Is that there's infinite galaxies or universes out there that are literally either like parallel with us or they're just the different outcomes that we're doing, and we're just one of those outcomes that it's.
Yeah. Well, just think of how many like universes that may or may not exist that you don't exist in because of whatever reason, your alternate personality or alternate person like.
Or like my mom met someone else.
Yeah, like your mom and someone else. You weren't born yet, or like you sneezed and had a heart attack or something. Like all these crazy outcomes.
So okay, so this is the one thing that's always tripped me out. Do you think that people who are writing like these stories, like authors and screenwriters and things like that the alternate universes are the thing that they're writing is just like its own universe that can be somewhere else, right? Like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because I mean, like in theory, like those people are alive in our like mental mindset, right? So like the Avengers exist because of our thought process, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. See, this is a deep one.
I'm just glad
it makes me a little uncomfortable because I'm just like, what's really out there?
Yeah, I'm just glad it's this and not like the idea of time travel or something like that, because that's even weirder.
I mean, is there a universe out there that has time travel?
It has to be. If in theory, if there's infinite alternate universes, one of those universes has to include 1, travel to other universes, and 2, time travel, and 1 probably including both.
Let's talk about the whole idea of universes clashing without us knowing. So like that's
like
what
the Mandela
effect.
Yeah, okay, yeah, the Mandela effect.
There's a couple of things that I was like, that definitely happened. There's some things I'm just like, no, I got to remember it that way.
Yeah, we were actually last time we were here while we are editing or messing around making a new desktop background. I was looking up Mandela effects. Like on my phone. And it's like top 30 Mandela effects from BuzzFeed.com.
So the theory is that the universes kind of like clash into each other, and so therefore there was different like
everything merged.
Everything kind of like beforehand changed.
Yeah.
I hate this so much. And this is all like human mindset. You think like animals don't think about this kind of shit.
And I think the Mandela effect was more prominent before the internet existed.
Yeah. Because there was like
yeah, and I want to be a firm believer in the Mandela effect, but just the fact that like everything is fact checkable.
Yeah, but
and it's like
all of us felt that way. Like the whole like Oscar Mayer Oscar Mayer, whatever it's called. See, I'm just like, I
Yeah,
don't care.
and then like I look at one of those where it's like the Bernstein.
That's the one that does get me though.
But
Because
like that kind of thing, it's like, well, firstly, it's like
You
at
were
the time,
5.
at the time we were so young, and it's like a German-esque word.
Bernstein, I thought it was Bernstein Bears. It was Bernstein Bears.
Yeah, and it's like, who the fuck cares? Like,
Right.
just because like you had one person say like Bernstein or Bernstein or Bernstein, like doesn't mean they were right or wrong.
The
And
one that gets
we
me,
were 5, so it's like whatever.
the one that still gets me is the Shazam one.
You mean the Kazam one?
Yeah, see, but I remember a movie Shazam with I was about to say Arsenio Hall again. What's his name? Sinbad.
Yeah, that's Kazam.
No, Kazam is with Shaq.
Oh, you're right. No.
Yeah, I swear.
Yeah. I know you're right. Yeah.
So that's like the one that always gets me. So I'm just like, I swear that I remember seeing
Yeah,
Sinbad as like a genie somewhere.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all. So
See, but the Mandela effect, I think that was not. I'd never thought he was dead because I just remember. I mean, I didn't live to that time.
yeah, I was like,
so-
we weren't born yet. So,
You
but
think there's any other things that are going to come up like in the future that's like, oh, yeah, like
I mean, probably, man. There's already things like how to spell Fruit Loops. Like apparently they always spelt it with 2 O's instead of
remember
like
that.
fruit or something. I don't know. But like, there's all kinds of stuff like, oh, who remembers Pikachu's tail having a black tip on it? I'm like, nobody.
I think
That's like a counterfeit Pikachu. It's like when they made the Pokemon cards and Pikachu had a black tail. That was like the #1 way to tell a counterfeit Pikachu
or
Pokemon
the
card.
whole like Luke, I am your father.
Yeah, and I think that is just people like condensing the entire feeling of the scene into that word.
Or there's an alternate universe where that's actually what they said. and
No,
collided with this.
I definitely think there are people that just condense the entire scene into one line instead of saying, "You killed my father," and he's like, "No, I am your father," or whatever he says.
Luke afterwards. Maybe he said it afterwards. I'm just kidding.
I don't know. I haven't watched those movies in a while. I don't remember.
No, he says, "No, I am your father," and he's like, "That's not possible."
He's like, "Nah."
That's like probably one of like the most annoying like fake like breakdowns ever for me.
Yeah, definitely.
But-
and see, that's another thing too. Is like,
Is there a Star Wars universe out there?
probably not,
Like alternate universe?
because that was a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
That's also smart of George Lucas to do that, by the way. To be like, oh, this happened way before y'all existed.
I guess.
So
man.
in theory, did it?
Yes.
See, yeah. I should have done this
go
whole
with
I should
yes.
have done this whole segment in my Neil deGrasse Tyson voice.
You still can.
No, we're way too fast for me to do that.
We've gone too far.
We know too much.
Was that your Neil deGrasse
Yeah,
Tyson
it's
voice?
like just like Keanu Reeves and Pablo
Yeah, I was
Francisco.
like, I don't know. I don't know what voice that was.
I don't know. I just like to think there's an alternate universe where someone's doing this and it's successful.
Dude, I almost got like super millennial on it. I was like, yeah, there's probably an alternate universe out there where like I'm happy.
Oh no!
And it's like, no.
That's time.
Oh,
You
look at
made it
that.
so sad.
It was a joke though. It was a joke.
Oh, was it though?
Yeah, man. Have you seen my profile picture?
Oh yeah, you're killing it.
Fire.
Stupid.
I still can't believe we came here to record and we spent like an hour
That always happens.
just making a new background. to
For
our
those who don't
desktop.
know the difficulties of doing a podcast, you think you would just show up and start recording right away? No.
Yeah, we kind of have to mess
We have
around for a while.
spreadsheets. We have Google Docs. We have appointments and
Ointments.
wallpaper changes.
Yeah, we have appointments and ointments to put on.
Oink oink mints. They're made out of bacon.
Just pick another topic so
Yeah.
we can move on. That was
Sorry.
terrible.
Sorry.
That was so bad. That was so bad. Ointments.
Round 3.
Next subject is favorite state outside of Colorado.
Ooh, I guess, okay, let's first preface this topic with how many states have you been to?
A lot. I couldn't tell you a number. I've been to most of the Midwestern states, most of the Western states.
Like the 3 of them?
Yeah. I haven't been to Oregon. I've been to Washington. I've been to California. I've been to Arizona, Nevada, Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, Wyoming. There's been a lot of them.
Yeah.
So it's fair to say.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We have to let people know that, we've been to, so you would say you've been to a majority of the states.
the majority of the states close to us for sure. Not a lot of the Midwest.
Yeah, like I haven't been to Iowa,
Not
I
a lot
don't
of the
think.
South.
Iowa, Ohio. I've been to all the South. I haven't been to No, I've been to both Carolinas. I haven't been to Virginia and the Northeast.
I've been to the East, like DC, Virginia, Maryland.
Yeah, I haven't been to
But I was
any of
also
those.
like 12.
Yeah, I haven't been to Boston or not Boston, Massachusetts, New York, anything like that. So
All right. So what's your favorite state outside of this?
honestly, if I were to pick one, it would definitely be Oregon because that's the most Colorado state that I've been to. It's not. I wouldn't even live in like Portland. I might live in Eugene. I like Eugene a lot, but definitely would not live in Portland.
I would live in Eugene because I hate the name. It's very like the name Eugene is just such a weird name as it is.
Wow. Okay.
It's kind of like
Hating on like
it's like
everybody born in the 30s.
It's like being called Ernie.
You just hated on everyone named Ernie too.
It's just weird.
How is that? How is Eugene a weird name?
You saying it just sounds really weird.
It's
to me.
better than like Cletus.
Cletus.
Yeah, see?
So Oregon.
We're just alienating like 2% of the audience now by making fun of their dumbass names.
Oh, Jesus. So Oregon, why? So Oregon just because it's the closest thing to Colorado. So you love Colorado that much? That you
I
would
just
rather
love the
live.
outdoors in Colorado, like the like kind of forest, woody areas, the mountains.
You need to go to Washington.
I've been to Washington.
I love Washington. I think
Anywhere in the honestly, like no shade on the Midwest, but kind of shade. Everywhere in the Midwest is either corn or wheat and kind of blends together.
so. Anywhere from Kersey to Indianapolis.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
So pretty much every year or every other year, me and my brother go on a road trip cross country.
Cute.
It was supposed to be this year, but the whole
Do you guys do the whole
COVID
like
thing
bandana,
happens.
like convertible bandana throwing out of the window?
no,
Can you start doing that, please?
but we have a selfie stick.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah. Yeah, like we went our very first trip, we went from Florida to California, and then the second trip was California back to Florida. So, and this trip was supposed to be Florida to Washington.
I feel like if I could live anywhere else outside of Colorado, I would say Utah if it wasn't as conservative in the drinking aspect of it.
Yeah, Utah's really weird.
It's
and so,
beautiful, man. It's a beautiful, beautiful state, but it's just kind of like I would never live there, you know?
yeah,
Texas is cool,
I would not live in Texas.
but I wouldn't live. I mean, I lived in Austin for a while, and that was really awesome. But it's just it's so big that there's so many characters there, right?
Yeah, I have a lot of family from Texas,
Yeah, same.
and I went to visit them, and like it's fine visiting them, but as a whole, I don't think I could deal with Texans.
I can do California if it's only San Diego. So that's why that's why I can consider it a state. But also like the northern aspect of California is beautiful, like San Francisco.
Yeah,
and beyond.
I would either live in like San Diego specifically, or like up in the NoCal area for sure. I don't know if I live in the Bay Area in San Francisco, but like that where that brewery's at, Russian River.
Yeah.
That city, Santa Rosa, that it's in.
Yeah.
It's a dope city. Kind of reminds me of like Windsor or something, like Windsor or Loveland.
And that's the hardest part about it is just like thinking of not even a city but a state to live in. So that's why I would never say any of those, those guys. Honestly, Virginia, from what I remember when I was younger, was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It was humid, but it wasn't that like hot humid. It was very like you'd walk outside and you'd be like in a cloud, like breathing water.
Yeah, dude.
And that was really cool. And it was also very historical. So I would probably say Virginia, actually.
Yeah, I would definitely avoid the South because of the humidity.
Oh, dude, yeah. Living in Austin was terrible. What state wouldn't you live in? I'm just going to say Florida for sure because Miami was awful. I've only been to Miami
Well, I think
twice.
Florida has no like income tax or something like that. So
Neither does Texas.
yeah, but Texas is weird, man. Like
Actually,
if you're
I think they have income tax, but no sales tax. That's what it
yeah,
is.
something like that. Probably like Louisiana.
New Mexico.
Yeah, I like New Mexico. I've been to the Kirk a couple times.
The Kirk? Captain Kirk?
Captain Kirk, bro.
Who calls it that? No.
Yeah, but probably like Louisiana. I think it was cool when I went there, but just nothing that I like necessarily to do.
Yeah. Yeah, and everyone talks about New Orleans, but I feel like my drinking days like heavily are past me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've been to New Orleans once and that was enough.
Never been.
I mean, I might go back like eventually, but
It just sucks because it's one of those things where you're trying to make the decision based off of like the one or two cities you've been in that state.
and that's the worst part. Like, I can definitely tell you that if some like people come to Colorado and go to very specific cities,
Colorado.
yes, Colorado, and go to like very specific cities, they'd be like, "Wow, Colorado sucks," you know?
Yeah, but the majority of it doesn't though. And like, the cool thing is like even Greeley, which doesn't have like a lot of like awe-inspiring like places.
Mm-hmm.
You look out west and you see the mountains and you're just like, oh, that's awesome. And also, if you want to go there, it's just an hour away. Like,
Yeah.
you can't get that anywhere else besides maybe Utah.
Dude, and like I don't know, it's funny because everyone always like makes fun of Greeley for how it smells like cows or whatever. But it's like, dude, we're an hour away from Denver, we're an hour away from the mountains, or an hour away from Fort Collins. Like, come on.
Honestly, just because I-25 doesn't go through us, that's the only reason why it's like that.
Yeah.
We'd be a Fort Collins if I-25 went through us.
Yeah, I think we just surpassed Boulder's population
We're
not too long
pretty
ago.
Close.
I think we did surpass them, but everyone's moving out of Boulder, so I guess.
Arizona would be nice if it wasn't too hot.
Yeah, dude. Last time I was in Arizona was probably 3-ish years ago, and when I landed, it was like 110 degrees.
You get off of that plane, you're just like,
Yeah, so I went there for work, and I had like my stuff in the car for like maybe 5 minutes before I took him to the hotel or wherever I was staying. And in that 5 minutes, my deodorant and toothpaste completely melted.
gross.
And I was like, welp, what do I do now?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Arizona's wild.
Yeah.
But I would say Virginia for sure for me.
Yeah, I would definitely say Oregon too. And I know it's not very sunny over there all the time, which I could probably deal with the overcast. Oh,
Trying to get over his time. How dare you?
how dare you, sir, by not saying beep 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 at my face.
Round 4.
All right, Chris. What's subject number 4?
Oh, I think this is a Hector topic from months ago.
Shout out to Mr. Hector Lopez. This next one's from Hector.
But the topic is horror movies. Horror movies.
Oh, you're gonna talk way more on this one than I am.
I don't even like horror movies. I like terrible movies that happen to be horror movies. It's not even the fact that they're horror movies.
So, like I mentioned, a few podcasts or maybe DVD extras below. Which, if you haven't heard any of them, please check them out.
Yes.
They're there. I don't like being scared. I've never liked it.
Yeah.
So I don't watch horror movies. I think the last one I actually genuinely went to the movie theater to go watch was Drag Me to Hell.
I don't remember that one.
And
I do, but I didn't watch it.
It was so bad that I didn't really get scared, and I started calling it Drag Me to a Bad Movie, which means a lot because honestly, there was Deep Blue Sea scared me. So that's definitely
That's something on your.
Yeah,
I don't even know what to say about that.
It was really bad.
That's so
dumb. But I honestly I do want to get more into it because I'm older and I shouldn't be a little bitch about it because it's not real.
Yeah.
There is
Just those. See, what I hate about horror movies that are kind of coming out more now, there's not really a lot of suspense in a lot of them. They're just jump scares and loud noises. I'm just like, that's not scary. That's just annoying.
It just hurts.
Yeah, jump scares hurt my ears so much.
Although, like I said, playing Call of Duty, I would close my eyes and not see that demonic thing that was coming out during Halloween. So I'm still a little bitch for sure, just a little bit.
Dude, I'm pretty sure that I have a class action lawsuit against Call of Duty for blowing out my eardrums during that Halloween special they did.
Some tinnitus.
Yeah, dude, it's so bad. It was just so loud. I'm like, stop it.
But is there
no?
So is there any horror movies that stand out to you that you're just like, all right, this is my standard for what I want to be look for scary movies in?
No, I don't like scary movies. I think they're, like I said, I think I've said this before, but they either scare me or I think they're dumb.
What movies scared you then?
Well, that's what I'm saying, like The Exorcist, but I saw that when I was 10.
Okay.
And The Ring, kind of, but
The Ring
again,
so I did watch The Ring. It is wild.
But again, I was younger, and now when I watch scary movies, they're just stupid to me.
Have you seen Get Out?
No, that's not a horror movie though. That's a suspense thriller.
Well, yeah, I guess we should definitely watch that together and just see if that's if it classifies as it. Because I'll watch it.
I already classified it for you. It's a suspense thriller. It's not a horror movie.
You've never seen it, so how can you say that?
Because that's literally what it is.
Okay, sure. I've always heard it's a scary movie.
You want to hear?
How about Paranormal Activity?
You want to hear about a scary movie? Let me tell you about the Ginger Dead Man, bro.
The Ginger Dead Man.
Yeah. So the premise is that this psychopath murderer kills a bunch of people, right?
Okay.
And then gets executed. And then somehow his ashes end up at this bakery of children of one of the parents he murdered.
Oh my God, I hate this already. This is like some Sharknado.
I haven't even got to
the
the best part yet. Okay.
Okay.
But anyway, somehow his ashes get baked into the bread, and somebody cuts themselves and bleeds all over the dough, which is gross. Firstly, and secondly, how the fuck did you not notice that?
Health code.
But mixed in with everything, somehow brings this
serial killer
back to life. The best part, though, the voice of the Ginger Dead Man.
Is it Gilbert Gottfried?
Sir Gary Busey.
Oh God, this movie already sounds terrible.
Wait, dude. So Gary Busey has a very unique look, right?
It's Gary Busey, yeah.
They made the gingerbread man look like Gary Busey.
That's amazing.
So half the time it's just his teeth, but his teeth are so big for the animatronic's mouth. The lips aren't done right, so it's just his teeth. I don't know, 2001-ish. I don't know, dude.
That's amazing. That's funny.
It's so bad.
That it's good?
So bad, yeah. And one of the main characters is like not an amateur like wrestler or whatever.
Yeah.
And he comes in with all of these stupid lines. Like I think they call him like the Demon Baker or something. Or he calls himself the Demon Baker. So he's like the one of the climax scenes where the gingerbread man has a gun or some shit. I forgot how he gets a gun. God. But firstly, also to chime in on this, it's like a 6-shooter revolver, right? And that homie fires like 15 shots in a row, like, and just keeps going. I'm like, all right, whatever. But the wrestler comes in. He's like, you don't scare me. It's time to meet your maker, the demonic something baker. I'm just like, oh my God. Yes, please.
God.
Oh, and then
you're enjoying this way too much. Look at you.
I'm just remembering this movie now. And then the wrestler dude, like, somehow, like, pins down the gingerbread man.
Everybody, for those who don't know, Chris is losing his shit right now, and I love it. You got to finish the sentence, bro. Come on now.
He pins down the gingerbread man and bites his head off. It starts chewing and swallows, right? But it's all bloody. He stands up, looks dead ass to the main character, and goes, "Got milk."
Oh my God.
And so all of this is why like the main character's mom's dying. And sometime between him like killing the gingerbread man and the mom dying, the main character actually got him milk. And then the next scene is the main character taking care of her mom. I'm like, you got this homie milk before you saved your mom.
Jesus. So apparently you guys need to watch this movie because I don't.
It's so bad. I just ruined the whole movie for everybody though.
Well, you could still watch it. It's
I guess
terrible.
there's a twist that I haven't talked about yet, but I'll just leave it there though.
Yeah, I think that was like 3 minutes worth of you just laughing about some gingerbread man serial killer.
Ginger Dead Man, bro.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Ginger Dead Man by Sir Gary Busey.
That's awful.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah, I mean,
Oh my God.
I probably still wouldn't watch it, but
Dude,
if you guys haven't watched it, I guess look it up on YouTube. And...
I'm pulling up the picture for you to see of this Ginger Dead Man.
All right, so have you seen anything like Paranormal Activity or?
Yeah, those aren't scary. Those are dumb. Yeah,
I don't like. Okay, so you did hear that like?
Oh, it was 2005.
Was it? There's. Oh, that's way too close. That's way sooner than I thought it was going to be. How about Marvel finally going into the horror genre with Doctor Strange? How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, I didn't know that was supposed to be like a horror genre thing.
I know they're calling it the first horror genre based movie, but I feel like they can't make it too scary because it is Disney.
Dead ass like that.
Oh my God. How is this 2005? This looks terrible.
Yeah, it's super low budget.
It
but
looks
like it's Gary Busey though, right?
Yeah, I definitely see it now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude, this is awful. Look at this one.
Yeah, I know, right?
How would that be threatening? He
He's literally like this big in the movie.
He looked like Pizza the Hut for sure. Like Pizza the Hut. He looks like Pizza the Hut met like Chucky.
Yeah.
And that's time.
I thought Disney technically already had.
That's time. That's time.
Disney already.
No more talking.
Disney already had a Thriller out.
No, that's Michael Jackson.
I don't know, boy.
Final round.
All right, the final subject.
All right, G. What's the final topic for today?
Oh, this is another Chris one.
Good.
Final subject: Ska. Is it dead?
So, G, what would you say about ska?
I think Ska is definitely dead.
How dare you?
Like new Ska's not coming out, so yeah, it's definitely dead.
Dude. There's still a lot of bands that are ska based that are still doing music and tours.
I mean, yeah. I remember when I first started, everyone was either doing metal or ska bands.
Yeah, that's very true, dude. Very true.
And now you don't hear about any of that. I think.
Well, I don't know if they were ska bands. They were like they were like reggae that
ska.
Dipped their toe into ska.
No, reggae is its unique own thing, and ska is just a subgenre of that, but it's not reggae.
Yeah, but I think being the ska expert in the room, I think I have the authority to tell you that was mostly more reggae than ska.
Are you just saying that because you played bass in all these ska bands?
No, I'm saying that because you don't actually listen to ska.
I do listen to ska.
Name all ska then.
All ska? Like, are they like
all the ska?
Are they like
every ska band
are they
ever?
Are they like a Smash Mouth cover band that they just do straight in ska?
Dude, Smash Mouth kind of was a ska band.
You're not ska.
Gross.
Beep, beep, beep.
Copyright. Smash Mouth kind of was like a
No, it
ska
wasn't.
band on
It
their
was
first
not.
album. On their first
okay,
album.
maybe the first album, but not old. Like they jumped into
Oh
pop
yeah,
really
dude.
quick.
I mean, if you actually let me finish a sentence for once.
because you're wrong.
Oh, but you just agreed with me.
Yeah,
So what's your favorite ska band?
Pepper.
They're a reggae band. They're not a ska band.
They're definitely a ska band.
They're definitely a reggae
They're
band.
not a reggae band.
They're 100% a reggae band.
No, a reggae band is way slower than that. Ska is more of a-
Name the horns in Pepper.
Oh, so it has to be horns in there.
Yes, that's literally a definition of ska.
So is it ska punk then at that point, or reggae punk?
No, it's just SoCal reggae.
Then ska's definitely dead because no one outside of that was definitely ska.
Yeah.
Okay, name a ska band that's recent.
Recent.
Yeah,
Streetlight Manifesto.
cool.
You not even know who Streetlight Manifesto is?
Maybe.
Wow, dude. Wow. Real Big Fish.
are
They're
they
still
the-
touring.
are they-
Actually, just
Yeah, no.
my daughter met
When's the last time they came out with something new?
like
and
2 years
relevant.
ago.
And relevant.
Well, see, relevant's a relevant term. Like, there's top 40 pop music that I have no idea what it is.
Yeah, but at one point there was ska music that was like in the top 40.
I don't
Mainly when there was like Tony Hawk was around.
Dude, I don't know if it was top 40, like Billboard, like top 40, maybe like Billboard 100.
So it's Sublime a ska band.
They have ska songs, but they're a SoCal reggae band.
Okay, so yeah, ska's dead. It's been dead for like 10 years, if anything.
I don't think so. I think it's definitely a resurgence. I think there's a new wave of ska coming back with the local bands coming up.
You're literally telling me that ska has to be some type of trumpet or like horns in it.
Yeah.
That is bullshit. Ska is definitely not that.
Oh my God, dude.
Okay, let's look it up.
How do you not know like ska has horns in it? That's what makes ska so unique and awesome is all the horns. Like the trumpet, the sax, the trombone, all those horns in there. Oh, you're looking up the definition?
Yeah.
All right, I'll wait.
It says ska is a music genre that originated in Jamaica in the late 1950s and was a precursor to rocksteady and reggae. So you're saying the ska was there before reggae. It combined the elements of Caribbean mento and calypso with American jazz and rhythm and blues. Ska is characterized by a walking bass line, except with rhythms on the offbeat.
Yeah, it's the upbeat.
This is offbeat here.
Well, it's the same thing as the upbeat.
Two decades later, it became popular with many skinheads.
Oh yeah, that was like
Okay.
the super like. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I think that was more
see.
the punk.
Does ska...
But also, you have to look at which wave of ska you're looking at. There's been multiple waves of ska that's came to the United States.
So what's the ska that's coming in now?
I think that was the most recent wave, which is ska punk, or I forgot the other word for it.
Ska bands.
First result, Pepper.
Less Than Jake.
Yeah.
The Specials. The Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, I'll give you that one.
Yep.
Real Big Fish, I'll give you that one. Streetlight Manifesto.
That's one I
Okay.
said.
Sublime is on there. The Beat, No Doubt's on there. Okay, they
Yeah, they have
like one or
ska songs.
two.
Yeah, that's why I said they have ska songs.
Goldfinger, Rancid. Rancid's really considered ska.
Yeah,
That's weird. 5 Hour Frenzy. Yeah, I don't know. These are weird. Okay, well, it's definitely dead
why is that?
because no one of these Bob Marley and the Wailers is considered ska.
Yeah, they were like first wave ska out of Jamaica. Well, not first wave, but had influences of first wave ska out of Jamaica.
Yeah, ska's definitely dead, dude. I'm just letting you know right now.
Wow, I think it's definitely a thriving community still.
I mean, sure.
I mean, I went to a Real Big Fish concert. Like,
Okay.
last
Besides
year.
Real Big Fish, who else is touring? That's been like
I was supposed to go to Streetlight Manifesto and Sublime at Red Rocks in May this year.
so Sublime with Rum Ska.
That's what I said. They have ska songs, but I wouldn't call them ska. They're SoCal punk or SoCal reggae.
Ska never really died. It just went underground.
There you go. I guess you're just not hipster enough for it, man.
Nope. Is ska really dead? There's so many articles. If you guys want to argue this with us,
So I really only picked this topic because you don't really listen to ska. So I know you'd be like, yeah, ska's dead. Fuck ska.
I mean, but it's also one of those things where I thought Pepper and all those guys were ska. Because I mean, why wouldn't they be?
Yeah.
I've always thought that ska was a definition. Like the definition of ska was like reggae, but more like heavy.
Yeah, it's like kind of punk reggae, but I wouldn't even call like.
Stupid.
But that's what
slightly
SoCal.
stupid.
Yeah,
would
that's what
just be
SoCal reggae is. It's kind of punk plus reggae put together.
the Eagles. No, that's
They're definitely ska, dude. They're the skaest
the
band.
ska to the ska.
Desperado.
So we're gonna make a ska cover band of the Eagles.
I mean, we are now.
One of these nights. Stupid.
We'd have to have, but for a perfect ska band, you have to have like a pun with ska in it.
It's funny, yeah. I feel like the only the only songs that come up to mind that are, like I consider Ska or like the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones is a song on Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that the one I'm thinking of?
I have no. You literally sang away from the microphone, so I
Well, it's
can't.
copyright, bro.
Yeah. They have the knock on wood. Yeah, that's the knock on wood.
Yeah, that song was awesome.
Yeah.
So I guess but Ska's definitely dead.
But I would guess
Or Underground, which is like
dead.
guess what's yeah.
I also wanted to compare it to you remember that like big band like wave that happened with like the Cherry Poppin' Daddies and the Big Bad Voodoos.
Nope, and that's fine.
All right. Wow, you don't listen to anything fun, dude. Go back and listen to your Jason
Johnson.
Mraz and Jack Johnson, dude.
That's Ska.
That's ska.
I'm just start naming everything Ska.
Bruno Mars did a song with
Damian Marley?
Yeah, I would say
That's not ska.
That's kind of
That's
ska.
reggae. Liquor Store Blues?
Yeah, I mean, if we're
There's no horns. There's no
that's what I'm
horns.
saying. If we're
we can't talk
if
about
we're
this anymore.
grasping at straws,
Yeah, it's still Scott's still dead.
I
Anyways,
like how you're allowed to talk about whatever you want, and as soon as I do it, you're like, no, no,
you
no, no,
want,
no,
we
no.
can keep on talking about
No,
this.
I'm
if you
done.
want.
I'm done.
Are you? Okay.
Look at us.
Look at us.
We get like one topic that we don't agree on, and we just yell at
It's
each
so
other.
funny because we do get upset at each other and we're just like, no, fuck you. And you're just like, we had to like stop and just be like, oh, look at us.
Yeah, it's like the reset button.
It's a constant reminder how stupid we are.
Oh no!
Hey,
oh god, I'm
thank
still
you
laughing
guys.
over this stupid horror movie.
So I guess there's two things you guys want to check out after this podcast. One is Ginger Dead Man.
Yes.
With Gary Busey.
You have to check out the first one. I think there's 3 or 4,
So
but Gary Busey
it's
isn't
literally
in.
just like a Sharknado thing.
Yeah, Gary Busey isn't in the sequels, but they're like it's like Ginger Dead Man 2, Passion of the Crust or something.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it turns into one of those movies.
Oh. So yeah, check out Ginger Dead Man if you really have time or really high. And 2, research Scott
yeah.
and just tell me that I'm wrong.
Or research Ska and tell me that I'm wrong. Please, I would love to be wrong.
Because he is. Scott's dead.
Wow.
Yep. Went there. Look at us.
Look at us. Just put your fedora back on,
Oh,
bro.
I hate you so much for that one. On that note, thank you guys again so much for coming out and listening. Not coming out. I hope you're staying in. And I hope you guys had a.
I'm so giggly all of a sudden.
I hope you guys had a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. And I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves and being safe out there. So thank you guys again for listening.
And as always, if you're watching on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe, and leave any ideas you have in the comments.
And if you're listening to any of this podcast outside of Buzzsprout, whether it be Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Prime Music,
Apple is on there.
yeah, we're in a lot of these places. Make sure you guys give us a follow, and if you guys can rate us, please rate us. It does help with the algorithm we can get new listeners like you guys, and maybe get some sponsorships so we can afford a TV timer.
Yeah, and definitely follow us on Facebook if you guys are into that, or Instagram if you guys are also into that.
Grammy Graham.
And if we get enough followers on Instagram and Facebook, maybe G will make a TikTok. I don't know.
No.
Yep, that's it. If we get 500 combined likes on Facebook and Instagram, G will make a TikTok.
If we get to 1.2 thousand followers on Instagram, I will get a TikTok.
Wow. I said like 500 and you just like,
I'm shooting for the skies, man.
doubled
If I'm gonna do this, it's gonna be.
because you really don't want a TikTok.
I
dude.
really don't want a TikTok.
All right. I really want you to have a TikTok.
Okay, if it gets to 5,000 followers, we both have to have a TikTok. We have to have 3 of them. 2 with us, and then one that's like.
So we get a
ours.
personal TikTok
Yeah,
and
and then
then
we-
a best of 5 TikTok.
Then we just start doing stupid dead.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't like this thing.